July 31st, 2016. Two types of gardening. On the left, right now, we're looking at this intensive garden with honeyberries, squash, interspersed with all the flowers. So nobody can complain that it's a farm, it's a garden. Anyway, the yellow lilies are still doing fantastic. And this spring I had white and purple Siberian irises, wonderful. And the rudbeckia is doing very strong. So I should have a fantastic show of color yellow later in the season. And this is rue, gone to seed now, but it was very nice with nice blue flowers. This is the perennial lilies. Came back really strong, but I had a spot of vandalism, which was really kind of, how can anybody be so stupid? Anyway, this is the monarda. And it's wonderful. Of course, my garden is like a bee heaven, and that is rue up there. Since we're here, we might as well have a look at another sort of type of garden. My neighbors. Well, hers is more structured and more orderly, whereas mine is organic and permaculture with many plants close together. My idea was doing a food forest, right across the lot. I love my neighbor's garden. Look at that, it's very pretty. That red one is rose campion, and this other scarlet color is Maltese cross. And here she's hens and chicks and various other succulents, I guess. What happened to this? This was a beautiful yellow plot of kind of moss, well, succulent cactus, I guess, which was really beautiful. So, I haven't done the food forest right across the lot here as I intended, but maybe this is all I should be doing anyway, with maybe more flowers next to the fruit trees. Let me see. All the apples, I don't have any apples this year for the reason that Stephen has stated, that cold. Well, it was cold, and the bees didn't come up to fertilize the apples and the pears. I had fantastic blossoms, but nothing happened. This is cherry. The Romance series cherries is quite huge, so let's have a taste. Oh, sour. I had a solution to the aphids and the ants. Now I just look upon it as the ants collecting all the aphids at one corner, and I've snipped and pruned off all the leaves, all the branches. This here is, I think, leaf minor disease or something like that. That is, well, when I see something like that, just cut it. Aphids or whatever, just cut it and toss in the bin off-site, so that, just say that, it's been collected and tossed. One solution to aphids and ants. And sheet mulching, just, this part of it is floral. And the borage came back. It's just self-seeding. Of course, the bees love it. It gets bigger and bigger, but it's quite easy to remove. And the other thing, people trim back all the they tell you to trim back all your plants for the winter, but I didn't, and I think the plants survive better because it provides a kind of insulation so that they come back next year. And this is just annuals, really pretty. I got them for like 10 cents, all the clearance. I only buy things in clearance. This here is this concrete here. I just put in all the tulips and tulip bulbs and everything, but they didn't do well because they were just too late or too cramped. But I've got a volunteer cherry tomatoes or whatever. Yay! So that's excellent. But fertilize, you just fertilize a lot. And here is the nasturtiums. I never get it right. Anyway, this is called Queen of India, and that one is the yellow one. It's just your it was like 30 cents a packet of nasturtiums from the Dollarama. And this one here is a weed. Well, if you're Canadian in northern Canada, like Alberta, cold climate, you'll be grateful anything grows. So I didn't have the heart to cut it down. So hey, it looks green, looks nice. It's a weed. And then here's a vandalism thing. I just rescued the I can't believe anybody would do something so stupid. Anyway, I just put them in the. Just treat it as cut flowers and put in. Yes. So what have I been doing with the lean-to greenhouse? Let's look at what's in the lean-to greenhouse. This year I'm doing figs in the cold climate in Alberta. So here you are. This is the first year. I just got it. I got it in March, middle of March, and I had 3 plants from the middle of March, and this one is Negroni, and I am pretty sure I'm going to have figs sometime in September because I think it'll be ripe enough by then. So the lean-to greenhouse, I had intended it to be a figgery. So, and that one, let's have a look in there. Let's go there. That one that's standing out there, that one was actually cheaper fig tree that I got from Ontario. I bought 5 of them, which worked out to be about $15. But you see, here's a tip. If you grow all your plants in a reservoir like here with water, they just take the water that they want, but the roots don't rot because there's only an inch of water. They'll just take what they want. And see, this one here, this one is called Desert King, which is one of the best figs around, best tasting figs around. Easy grow for the Pacific Northwest. But because I am in the cold climate, Alberta, Calgary, I'm growing most of my plants in containers. This is a container garden, by the way, for my greenhouse, my lean-to greenhouse. And here, lots of peppers and tomatoes, all peppers and tomatoes growing in here. And here's a tip on how to harvest jalapeno, chili. Just lift up. And here, this is absolutely fantastic. You can't believe how heavenly this greenhouse smells. This is my Maya lemon tree, which I got it for $27 from Canadian Tire. But I later went back, at the end of the season and got 2 limes and 1 more Maya lemon for about $15 each. And here is another fig tree. The fig trees that I initially bought was about $30, including shipping. And the second batch of 5, which I got, was about which was half the size, but was about $15. But I think it's okay, you know, to get the smaller one since it's cheaper, because the figs really grow fast, and grow it with a reservoir of water. You know, containers, I think I've come to the conclusion that container gardens should be, you know, grow pots or air pots or wicking beds, and the plants just grow much faster, and they don't get stressed when they, you know, in between watering. They don't get stressed out. So over there, the potato squash garden. Let's have a quick look. So same old. Lots of squash. 6 different kinds. Yeah. So, and here, potatoes to be harvested, and I've got sweet corn looking really good. And this apple tree grew back again, so I have to trim it. And like I told you, when I see any aphids or ants at the end of the shoots here, I just cut it. So because I'm trying to keep all the fruit trees small, because it's a small, well, it's not an acreage, it's only about what, an 8 of 52 by 108 feet. And raspberry, fantastic raspberries. I've got lots of raspberries, and I've made a lot of cordial and everything. I'll taste one, see what it tastes like. Sweet. Yum. Another one. And more squash. And this is a calendula. I've been trying to sow calendula seeds everywhere, and it didn't work. You know, not everywhere, but I tried to start calendula. But this is a volunteer. It looks good. So I didn't protect the apples, 1 or 2 that I had, and I had more pears, but now, you know, the birds ate everything. I just protected 2, so I've got 2 red Bartlett, I think, in that bag over there, in that mesh bag over there. And the blackcurrant is overrunning everything. I think it's too intensive. And here is potatoes, which I just put down the sheet mulching early spring, and now all the potatoes are growing. And this is strawberry patch, all kinds of strawberries. And marjoram is this fantastic herb which the bees love. And besides, I think it's worth growing because it's got a splash of beautiful color. And then I've got some Swiss chard. And just a quick look in the greenhouse. What do you call this? Franken greenhouse, a Franken polytunnel. Anyway, it looks like the Rocky Horror Show with all this everything. So nice and hot. Tomatoes again, and kale. I've been eating the kale, and I've got a Vitamix to mix a smoothie and everything. So pretty. Well, it looks like I'm pretty committed to growing kale. Kale, incidentally, is there's about, you know, all kinds of kale, all the different, about 6 kinds. I think I just grew all of them, and kale you can make smoothie every day. Mix it with apples or pineapple juice. It's quite nice. So this is the Rocky Horror Show. Oh, so all the chooks over there. So it's like a jungle. Come in here and you disappear. Yes, that's the update of my video, July 31st, 2016.